Hi, I'm Mary Fitzpatrick, and I love Wine Library and I love Wine Library TV. And I come up here every time I can. I live in central New Jersey, but I'd like to introduce Gary Vaynerchuk. Here he is.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. And today is a wonderful Thursday, 1 week away from Thanksgiving. In a couple of days, if I'm not wrong, the New York Jets take the field against the Bears from Chicago, and that's going to be a huge game. Tons of Chicago viewers for Wine Library TV, all waiting to get free shipping if their Bears win, and they probably will, so you're looking good, but you just never know. And God forbid, if the Jets win this game, you're dead. You are so dead. All right, we got football out of the way. What else do I want to talk about? A couple different things I want to take a second to talk about. Number one, a lot of people emailing me, a personal email, not in the comment section, of when I'm in the store. So I'm going to make one broad announcement. I know a lot of people are going to come in this weekend for Thanksgiving wines. I will be here 9 to 6 o'clock, 6:30, maybe 10. Gotta sleep in a little bit. 10 till 6 o'clock this Saturday on the floor. If you want to come and say hi, you want me to personally help you out with some selections, that's an advantage for living locally, isn't it? So come and check me out. I'd love to help a lot of you. What else? Got a really interesting lineup of a different range of wines, all which were emailed and requested to be tasted. And so I want to start something new because, again, I'm trying to limit my inbox. If you want to see a wine tasted on the show, let's start a new thing. Vayner Nation, Vayniacs, pay attention. We're making a culture change. If you want a wine tasted on the show, go into the comments and put the item number from the website and the product's name, or put in the link, something that will help me. I come in the morning, I'll check the latest comments from the latest episode and put together a potpourri of wines to taste. This way a lot of people can see what they want, because I've been getting a lot emailed. I get so many emails, they get lost. So that's how we're going to do it. You want a wine tasted on WLTV from this day forward, put it in the comments section. What else? Not a lot of comments yesterday, and you know what? You hurt my mom's feelings. She made a Thanksgiving dinner. Now, Eric and I had a great lunch after taping, so that was a lot of fun, but Mom wanted to see a couple more comments. She just doesn't understand. Neither do I. Can we help her out? All right, and finally, other than that, I want to thank Steve DiDonato, who absolutely came through for me when I asked the other day to email Wine Library TV, especially a link to episode 125 to all your friends. He CC'd me, or BCC'd me on an email he sent out to over 500 people. Steve, thank you so much. And so anybody else who wants to do that and BCC me on it, I'm here. I have room for that one email. All right, enough with the house cleaning. Let's taste some vino. And guess what today is? Beaujolais Nouveau Day, folks. It's here. That's right. You're not seeing wrong. 2006. 2006. It says 2006. We have a wine from 2006. This is the George DeBoeuf Beaujolais Nouveau. We will sell 500 cases over this weekend alone. It's insanity. Hysteria. And so $8.10. And we're going to taste the wine. All right, so very soda pop, high C, a mixed powder juice drink kind of nose on it. Hints of cherries, cotton candy, and lots of sugar coming through on the nose. So let's taste it. If this was Groundhog's Day, it'd be snowing for the rest of the year. Let's give this wine 82 points. Very off balanced. Tastes a little dirty. There's lots of elements here that you would not enjoy. I'm not going to get into every particular because I want to live through 2006. But this wine is not showing very well. It's off balance. It's got bitter flavors to it, covered by sugar. I mean, we're going to pass. All right, let's move on. This should be a lot more fun. Wow, that was so uneventful and so not interesting. This is the Clos du Bois 2003 Marlstone, which is a Bordeaux blend, and a 25th anniversary for this wine. Very revolutionary. God, I've been mixing that up a lot lately. Revolutionary wine from California. For 25 years, they've been making a Bordeaux blend. This is 60% Cabernet, 28% Merlot, 5 Cab Franc, 4 Malbec, and 2 Petit Verdot. Petit Verdot, baby. I've got your back. I love Petit Verdot, by the way. What's great about this wine, it's $36. It's a big selling wine for us. It's been very popular for years and years and years. And I'm tasting this because of Terry from North Dakota. So here we go, Terry. Let's taste it. We'll see what you think. What I think. Excuse me, not what you think. Very big nose, actually. A lot of juice comes from the mountains and of Alexander Valley. So very dark fruit coming through. A black licorice. Almost like a liqueur aspect to it on the nose. It's got a very attractive nose. I like this a lot, actually. Little hint of vanilla. And, you know, like sugar-covered blueberries. Big Russian thing. When growing up, Grandma, she'd come over, blueberries, some sugar on it. It was like she forced me to eat it because, you know, Russian grandmas always thought you were too skinny. And I was. Medium to full-bodied wine, has some nice flavors, a little bit of chocolate, almost Hershey-esque this way. I mean, really that milk chocolate instead of that dark chocolate, which is quite appealing to a lot of people. However, there are skips through this wine. Yeah, and what I mean by skips, this is a term I use to myself, and I know I haven't used it a lot on Wine Library TV, is it's kind of a roller coaster. Starts off with nice flavor, gets a little bitter, comes up a little bit body and going into the mid palate. I like it. Then it gets a little tart. It's finishing very dry and a little bit off balance. So it's kind of a wave. I call it skipping. I like to skip. Hopscotch. Anybody? It's silky. It's very dry. This is a perplexing wine. I could see this being a huge debate, like arm wrestling time. Some people like it. Some people don't. I'm on the fence that doesn't. I'm going to score this wine 87 points, and I'm going to have to pass on it. I'm sorry. So, let's move on. I'm really excited about this. I have never had this. Ever. 2001 Treffen Reserve Cabernet, $65 US. And 2001 is a vintage like no other in California. Really good Cabernets. Treffen is a long, great brand in California. Treffen Chardonnay was one of the biggest selling wines when I first got into the wine business. We used to sell it by the boatload, kind of like the Rombauer of its time. Treffen family is very well respected and makes some great wines. This is their $65, $80 suggested retail reserve Cabernet from 2001, and I've been really excited about tasting this. It came straight from the wine room, the beautiful cave we have, so nice and cool. It's been open for about 3.5 hours now, and I'm pretty excited about tasting this. Right off the bat, I'm getting a really nice blackberry, blackcurrant, very dark fruit natured. Yeah, almost like a blueberry pie nose. Really nice, actually. But tight. Still complex, still very tight, just very subtle nose flavors, not aromatically explosive. $92 points from the Connoisseur's Guide of California Wine, which is a great little magazine if you've never read it, or you can go online and find them. Just Google or Yahoo Connoisseur's Guide. and Wine. I think you should pop up to their website. I really respect them. They're very focused, and they only review California wines. So when we saw that score, we brought it in because we carry this from time to time. But I'm going to have to disagree on this one as well. I'm going to score this wine 89 points. It's a nice wine. I mean, it's actually got good complexity. It's got good structure. The finish, right to the end, I was feeling pretty good about it. The finish is a little green and a little bitter and a little acidic. And the mid-palate structure is a little flabby, especially for an $80 suggested big, massive Cabernet. That just doesn't cut it for me. And I'm going to have to pass on this. 89 points for a $80 wine is actually a massive pass. I mean, like, super pass. So, going to have to pass on this wine again. Good complexity. If you like black and blue fruits, you'll like it. But I really would be concerned that a lot of people are going to be turned off by the finish and the flabby finish. And so far, we're not doing so well. So let's move on. This should really save the show. This is the Branka ILET Ria, which is a really great Super Tuscan blend from Marima. It's 60% Cab, 30 Sangiovese, and 10 Petit Verdot. Shout out for Petit Verdot. If you don't know about Petit Verdot, we're going to have to do an episode on it. It's really a blending grape that to add color to wines, but I don't know. I'm just like a little fan of it. You know, cult following of Petit Verdot in my book. So let's see what this is. This is $60 US, 96 points, Wine Spectator. So this should really do well. This is currently now sold out because I grabbed the last bottle. So I apologize, but you definitely can find it in lots of fine wine shops and restaurants across the United States of America. So let's taste it. Really profound nose. Actually very, very good. Hold on. Yeah, this has something I adore. Sometimes you find orange peel in red wines on nose, and this has it, and I love that. That's like one of my favorite things. It's got a very perfume nose. It's almost like you walked into a beautiful boutique in Paris and you just know you're going to spend a lot of money, but you know, you're like, ma'am, my wife kind of looks like you. Can you try this on? You know, those kind of things. But it's got that kind of, you know, you go into a perfume shop kind of thing. I mean, this is a classy nose, that orange peel. I don't know what it makes me think of exactly, but I know I like it. I think it's high class, and it's got very aromatic, very exotic. Wow, really love the nose. One of the best wines on the nose by a long stretch. As you can tell, I'm kind of stumbling and trying not to taste the wine because I'm enjoying the nose. I mean, these are the kind of wines just on the nose alone. Almost like creme brulee. Almost like a creme brulee nose as well. Orange creme brulee. If you've ever had that, you know, some people make variations. They put orange peel in it, or orange. This is what that smells like exactly. This is really fantastic. This is nice wine. Good stuff. Very New World. Makes me think 2003. You know, this reminds me of what I think about '03. It's a little hot. And a lot of the grapes in 2003 in Europe got overheated. You know, it was just 100 degrees every day. You remember the news? Every day they were showing all the people in Europe with no air conditioning, like sweating their things off, you know. So it's a little 2003-ish for me. It's got a little bit of spike of heat on there. But great color, big body. The bouquet alone makes it a 90-point wine. And then the flavor profile, the silkiness, the structure. I'm going to go 93 points on this. Anywhere between 92 and 93. I'm in a good mood. You know, I'm getting geared up for this huge Bears game. So I'm going to go 93 points. But if the Bears beat the Jets, I'd probably go 92, if that makes any sense to you. So, nice wine. You know, on the QPR level at $60, it probably is what it is. You know, I wouldn't say it's a screaming value and, you know, go and get your pitchforks and run into your local store and demand the wine. But it's good stuff. I'm going to do a couple questions today, getting back into the normal swing of things. And I'm going to the Ask Wine Library TV section, because that's where I love where the questions go, and I will be answering mainly from the Ask Wine Library TV. But what I love is that people are jumping in and helping each other out and answering their fellow Vaniacs as well. So we're going to ask And this question from Douglas. Hi, Gary. Wondering if you would consider a show or two featuring wines from the Wine Spectator Top 100 list. Supposedly the number one wine will be announced online tomorrow. Douglas. Douglas, I will. We've got a couple things on order from the top 100 list. I definitely will do it for you. And my prediction for tomorrow is the Shield Shiraz. Let's see if I'm right. I like to be called Gary the Greek, so we'll see if I'm right about that. The 04. Ilan says, I have been in the wine industry and have been drinking wine all my life, and I have never given any credit to smelling cork. Are you serious, Ilan? It's like my favorite pastime. Recently, I had a discussion with another person in the wine industry who says she sniffs corks every time to tell if the wine is corked by the way the cork smells. I can't believe it, and I'm really bothered by this. What do you think, Gary? Ilan, I think this. Do you drink the cork? I don't think so. You drink the wine, and the best way to tell if a wine is corked is by smelling the wine, not the cork. You are correct. She is incorrect. I hope she doesn't email me. Finally, the question of the day. I was wondering this. What is your favorite winery and why? I want to have details. I need to know knowledge of what makes people like wineries. I need that. Please give it to me. If you want a wine tasted, put it in the comments. This is Gary Vaynerchuk. You, a little bit of me. We're changing the wine world, aren't we?